So how do you find and clarify your niche? How do you define your core message? How do you stand out amongst the competition and really build a powerful personal brand that breaks through the noise? If you want to do that this year, Rory Vaden is your guy.
We're talking about who were you created to be? What is your life dedicated to? What is the cause and the purpose of why you have chosen this career and that you are willing to dedicate all of your time, all of your money, all of your resources into solving this problem for the world? Because we know and we believe and we have evidence of this, that if you suspend the desire to have to make money and get followers and get bookings and you just throw yourself 100% radically at solving a problem for the world, all of the things that you want will show up. The genesis of building a personal brand starts by answering one question with one word. What problem do you solve in one word? When we first start working with brands, they can't answer that question with one word. What problem do I solve? They don't know. And here's what we know for sure. If you aren't clear on the problem you solve, there is no way your audience, your prospects, your customers will ever know either.
There's so many people who do something similar to what you do. And the real reason why people don't grow more on social media, or they don't get hired more, or they don't get promoted, or they don't attract more customers, or they don't get more donors for their nonprofit or more members for their church, or whatever the thing is because they're not clear.
Yeah.
And it's because they have too many different things going on. And if you have diluted focus, you get diluted results. What is a brand? Like, what does that even mean when we say the word brand? And I have a simple definition that I offer you, which is simply that a brand is what people think about when they think about you. What people think about when they think about you. It may not be as clear as you think. And there is another word for personal brand. Another word that we don't hear as much about, but what is really the backbone of personal brand, and that word is reputation. Personal branding is really the digitization of reputation. The irony of a personal brand is that a personal brand isn't really about you. It's about the people that you're serving, the people that you're helping, and what those people think of when they think of you. In other words, it is your reputation. And here's what I want you to understand. The biggest problem in your business is not a lack of revenue. The biggest problem in your business is a lack of reputation. Reputation precedes revenue. Reputation precedes revenue. I'm not saying I like it. I'm not saying that's how it should be. I'm saying that's how it is. Reputation is about trust. It's about faith. It's about conviction. It's about belief. And so we created something called the reputation formula. Basically, the reputation formula works like this. Results times reach equals reputation. Results times reach equals reputation. But no matter how great the results are that you've delivered for yourself or for your clients, if you have zero reach, if nobody knows about it, if you have zero reach, your reputation is still zero. Because if I don't know you, I simply cannot buy from you. Any industry, in any vertical, in any market, there's two groups of people. There are people who are unknown, they're struggling with obscurity. And then there are those who are known. They're recognizable, right? They have the reputation, they have the reach, they have notoriety. And in between obscurity and notoriety is a huge wall, an invisible wall that we refer to as Sheehan's wall. And all of us over here on the unknown side have a real struggle. We're trying to break through this wall, and this applies in every industry. Most people who are in obscurity, we look at the people who are in notoriety and we go, ooh, I want to be like them, so I'm going to do what they do. And so we have lots of different topics. And people try all of these different things. We try different business models. We try different messages. We launch all these different books. We have all of these different roles that we're playing, and we're bouncing off the wall.
And what happens is that you have incredible brand dilution. The people who break through the wall do one simple thing, is they focus all of their energy, their resources, their efforts into becoming known for one thing first.
And so the key to breaking through Sheehan's wall is to find your uniqueness. Find the one thing that you can do as good, if not better, than anyone else in the world, and you break through that wall.
And what happens is really amazing. You know how you're on the other side of the wall? Because when you're on the unknown side, everything is push, everything is fight, everything is hustle and claw and scrape. When you're on the other side of the wall, everything is pull. It's coming to you. You're not a megaphone, you're a magnet. It's coming to you because you have built up such a trusted reputation with so many people that try this on for size, your customers become your sales force. Your customers become your sales force when you have trust. This is what we call a rock solid reputation.
We conducted a nationwide research study. We actually call it the Trends in Personal Branding National Research Study, and the results were fascinating. 74% of Americans say they are more likely to trust someone who has an established personal brand. And look, this number is going to trend higher, which means that for the next 20 to 30 to 40 years, having a personal brand is not just a good idea. It is a critical, essential, necessary step for survival in your business.
I am delighted to invite you to stand up on your feet as we welcome to the stage Rory Vaden! Just like fire.
Rory has done some pretty incredible things.
He has killer content, amazing delivery, and he's one of the most gracious, extraordinary people I have ever met.
He is a DU grad, Longmont native, best-selling author, motivational speaker, and successful entrepreneur.
Rory Vaden is here. He's a New York Times bestselling author.
Entrepreneur and author Rory Vaden has talked to groups all across the country, sharing his 7 steps to achieving true success.
The wealthiest people in the world were often one time very broke, and the most in-shape people in the world were one time often not that healthy. So you can learn how to do this.
He's been ranked as one of the top 100 speakers in the world by Inc. magazine.
Motivational speaker Rory Vaden is back with us.
Not only is he an incredible speaker, he's actually won awards for being the best speaker in the world.
And I've been in business for 30 years. I've never worked with anybody like you before. You are remarkable.
One of his superpowers is helping people find their own superpowers.
I knew he would be able to give me a clear strategy on my brand, where my brand is heading, the things that I'm missing that I'm not seeing.
If you're looking for strategies and tips to grow your personal brand and to monetize your reputation, these are the people that I highly recommend that you call.
My guest is a part of my family and my team now.
I've learned so much from Rory over the years.
He is one of the most brilliant strategists that I've met on how to take your brand to another level.
Rory has a viral TEDx talk with more than 4 million views.
He and his wife AJ serve as the co-founders of Brand Builders.
He helps a lot of people build their personal brand. A lot of celebrities actually build their personal brand.
He is a Hall of Fame speaker. I didn't even know that existed. Oh, it does.
Rory, welcome to the show. Great to see you, my friend.
Hey, Michael. It's good to be here. Thank you for having me.
So many people are trying to find their purpose. And I think the wrong question is, don't ask, what's my purpose? That's the wrong question to ask. Instead, ask, who can I serve? How can I be of value? And as you get clear on that, that is your uniqueness.
When I am achieving, there are wins and there are losses. But when I am serving, there are only wins. We've all heard of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? And at the top is self-actualization. It's this idea that the highest pursuit is for me to become my best self.
As powerful as this is, I think Maslow missed it. I think he was one rung short because he talks about self-actualization, which is basically to become everything that one can be.
Our lives have meaning in the context of our relationship with others. And there's nothing like the feeling you get when you serve another person.
While self-actualization leads to self-centeredness, others' actualization and the pursuit of others' actualization leads not to self-centeredness, but service-centeredness.
Think about the person out there who needs you, who needs your answer, who needs your solution. You never feel fear when your focus on others is clear.
If you feel any fear or reluctance to go out and build your personal brand, it's because you're thinking about yourself. But if you feel that calling on your heart, we believe that is the result of a signal that's being sent out by somebody else. And there's somebody out there right now who needs you much more than you need them. So think about that person and go find them.
You make a living from the problem you solve, but you make a life from the passion that you chase. Like, if you make money and you just make money, that's a great place to start because you got to pay the bills. Like, you need money to be able to do stuff. But then ultimately you got to chase the passion. And it's not just like oh, this fires me up, but also what pisses you off? What breaks your heart? Like, what makes you cry? What makes you look at it in the world and you go, I'm not okay with that. I'm not comfortable with that. I won't accept that. We believe that is God's divine design of your humanity, that what breaks your heart for a reason, because you were created to do something about that problem. And your real magic will come from living in the passion, but you have to earn your right to get there first.